lucky bride the dream of her life, her entire wedding for free.
Hello guys, my name is AJ. I'm going to be your DJ for the day, the big day. First off, congratulations.
Thanks.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I know I spoke to you very briefly, and we spoke about the you had questions about the app. So I recently got this thing, and I think it's incredible because typically, you know, everything right now is digital. So before this whole COVID stuff, I was send the bride and groom a worksheet, and they had to print it out, then they had to like write every song on. And this thing is called Vibo. It basically, you do it on I don't know if the camera can see it, but you do it on the fly. So if the bride and groom, they're in a car, they like a song, they could literally say, "Oh, I like that song for the grand entrance." They could boom go in there, go to the intro song, and then add it to it. So I think it's very, very cool. The additional thing that I like about it is you could add wedding party. You could add guests. You could add mom, dad, whoever you want to. You could add them as a guest. They're only allowed to see portions of it, which is the dinner portion. Music selection, the opening dance floor music, and cocktail. They're only able to see those.
Okay.
They go on there. You add them. They go on there, and they're able to like a song. So let's say that we're going into cocktail hour, which is public, right? Okay. And we add a song on there. They give you a couple of suggestions, right? Put some neo soul or something. We add this At Last on there. And they could go on there, it's added, they could go on there and say, "Oh, I like At Last" by Etta James. And they could like the song, or they could comment on the song. So if you have 20 people or 15 people, or with your wedding party, they could go on there, and I'm like, okay, they love that song. When I play it, it's gonna hit.
Okay.
So that's what I kind of like about it. So how has it been? Have you seen it? Have you gone through it? Mm-hmm. More or less? Yeah?
Yeah. Have I added a bunch of music? No.
It's okay.
I have constantly looking at it. Everything for me it has to be perfect in my mind.
No, for sure. All right, so guys, we're going to go over just the whole timeline, all right, how the flow of the wedding is supposed to go. We could add or remove anything. What I want is for you guys to have your wedding. I will show you what traditionally is done, but we don't have to be traditional at all, okay?
Sweet.
Cool.
All right, so we start off with the prelude. This is music that's playing before while your guests are arriving, before we do the ceremony. Mm-hmm. So typically, I'll tell you what I like to play, instrumentals. Like I like to keep it a little funky, so I'll get like jazz, hip hop instrumentals, real smooth, and it's like very vibrant as people are coming in to sit down. Okay. You could have music with words, but again, people are sitting down, they're kind of mingling a little bit, just trying to get set for the mood. And you want to set that, like, the tone is set during this prelude.
Okay.
So think about that, okay? Sure. All right, after that, are we having grandparents and parents walk in before the wedding party?
What do you think?
I mean, we can.
It's just weird.
It just won't look.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, who are they? What are they doing? Why are these random people getting up? So, I mean, I feel like out of respect, we absolutely can.
Okay. So this is something that we'll talk with their coordinator.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And she will line everybody up. So they're gonna be like in like somewhere else. While everyone's sitting down, they're gonna be coming in with the wedding party. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we'll have a music playing for the grandparents and parents, and then after they're being seated, then we go into the wedding party.
Okay.
The wedding party has their own song as well. Mm-hmm. Typically, hey, listen, you could play a song that will cover grandparents and wedding party, but just to kind of give everyone like a good flow of it, I would say just one for grandparents,
And then
one for wedding party. Okay. I've seen other times where they do grandparents and parents a song, groomsmen a song, and bridesmaid a song. So however you want to flip that.
Okay.
All right, and then the big one is the bride,
Woohoo.
which we already have that song right here.
Oh yes. However, now I know
love that
we're
song.
going- Yes, it's so cool.
It always reminds me of that one. I love watching movies.
Yeah, you're
The
talking
Wood?
about the wood. Yes.
Come on now.
That was
I love
such
it.
a good
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
However, this I want this to kind of be mixed with something else. Okay, so.
Okay.
I was trying to add the introduction of another song in here, but I don't know if it allows me to put two songs, two different ones.
I believe you can.
Okay,
But
I
if-
don't know if YouTube had it actually. I don't think that they were able to find the exact one I was trying to play. I have
Okay.
it on my phone though.
Great. So all we have to do is go here to this little note thing, and then just add it.
Okay, I'll have to tell you the exact timing too.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, that way I'll get it correctly. Now, we'll speak to your coordinator and make sure that you have to also think about the timing from where you're walking in from to the, to the end of the
Yeah, the altar
aisle,
area. Okay.
All right, so cool. I'll mix that for you and I'll send it to you just so you could give me a clear on that.
Okay.
All right. Other things that we could do apart from that coincide with the wedding is unity candles, a sand ceremony, or things of that nature. And I know you guys wanted to incorporate something, right?
Yeah, the unity.
The unity candle.
Ceremony thing.
Okay.
We'll figure out which way we'll go with it, but yeah, we definitely want to incorporate it.
And this is something that you would definitely want to talk to your coordinator about, and also your officiant.
Okay.
So allow your officiant to know what's going on. So he's aware of everything.
Perfect.
All right. After that is the recessional. Butterflies are out the way. This is a fun song. You want to pick something that's literally fun.
Okay.
This is when they say your I do's, and the officiant now says, "Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, let me introduce to you Mr. and Mrs.
Right.
Blank." Okay. All right. After that, easy. You guys are going to be outside, typically, if weather permits. So cocktail hour is taking place inside. You guys are not hearing this, okay? You're outside taking pictures with the wedding party and immediate family. Typically, let me ask you this: what is the ratio between your guest age group?
Everyone, 99% of everyone are adults. So,
And we say adults, we mean like
Like from 30,
25 and up.
yeah.
okay.
Young adults and adults.
Oh, they're all young adults?
No.
Not all of them.
Okay.
Everybody's not
There
90%
be some-
of them is probably
Some old heads in there.
They got some oldies in there? All right, so look.
But we have a very eclectic bunch, so
Okay.
therefore, they like all styles. It won't hinder them from anything. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And they're going to have a good time.
All right, perfect. I would just say sometimes, like if you have older crowd in there, I would say cater to them during cocktail hour.
Okay.
We
Okay,
like
no
we like
doubt,
some
no doubt.
oldies. Now I'm gonna get a Liddy regardless.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right off the rip, letting you know that right now.
Right.
But I would say cater to them. If you're not gonna cater so much to them during like opening the dance floor,
Yes.
do it
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Excellent.
So pick some songs out. You know what I mean, and we'll go forth.
Okay.
All right. Now, it says parents introduction. Typically, I put that there because I've seen that as of late that with the wedding party intro, parents want to go in there as well and be recognized. That is totally up to you. If you want them to go in there to come out with the wedding party, if not, then we could just do wedding party intros, which is the bridesmaids
wedding
and groomsmen.
party.
Okay, so let's not do just skip that. Wedding party intro. All right, so there is a lot of ways you could do it. This is your wedding. do it however you want to do it. If you
Okay.
have 6, what's the bridesmaid and groomsmen?
So, well, for this part, so standing up there with us will be 2 on both sides, so 4. However, for this, I have to bring in my girls, so it'll be maybe an additional 10 women
Okay.
coming through for this part.
Okay, it's gonna be litty.
Yes.
All right, so definitely not have like 10 songs because that's gonna be too
No,
much.
no.
Yeah. But if you want to add like 2 songs, 3 songs to it, make it vibrant, we could definitely do that.
Okay.
Okay. And then obviously the reception intro, that is your intro.
Okay.
That is a song that you guys are coming into. Okay.
Okay.
You could come in with them with the same song. Again, it's up to you. Okay. Right after we do the intro, I like to go straight into the first dance. So the first dance, pick a song that means a lot to you guys, signifies your love. And for this is very important too. Typically, people are shy. Some of the bride and groom are a little, they have 3 feet. They don't really know how to dance. It can get a little awkward.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be looking at you the whole time. You could tell me pre-wedding, hey AJ, I want to cut it short. Okay, I'll usually cut it off in the first chorus. If not, if you want to say, hey AJ, I'm good dancing, let me the whole song. Regardless, I'm gonna be looking at you the whole time. So if you guys want to like fade it out, just give me a little nod and I'll fade it out.
Okay.
Okay, just don't do this because they're gonna be recorded. And I don't want like, cut it. All right. Are we dancing our parents here with us?
It'll be. Lord, I don't know. I know that we did say that we'll probably have some little special dance with some special person, but I know for a fact it won't be 2 different ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
So
definitely
it'll
two different
be
ones.
one, but we just have to figure out who's the one.
Okay, so we could phrase that. We could phrase that however you guys want to.
Okay.
However you guys to make it polite. The
Okay.
day of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. So we could even incorporate other parents or other families in the dance. Like,
Exactly.
hey, other dads, if you want to take your daughters out, other moms
Yeah.
want to take their sons out, we could do that.
Okay.
However you see fit. Okay. Sometimes they want to have an anniversary dance. Have you guys know about this?
No, what is that?
Anniversary dance is pretty cool. It's when you pay homage to the people that have been married, and so typically it's a game. You play a song, and throughout the entirety of the song, I'm saying, okay, if you've been married for more than 2 years, stay on the dance floor. If you're not, then you have to remove yourself.
Okay.
Typically, it's the person who's been married the longest that stay on the dance floor, and then I ask for a round of applause. I go up to them, ask for their names, and I say, you've been married for such a long time. Do you have any advice for the groom? And ma'am, do you have any advice for the bride? And it's usually a moment.
Okay.
Usually I say if you have grandparents or someone that you know that is going to win it, I would say give them a call and say, hey, we're doing this, we're getting married. We're trying to find a song. What did what was the song that you danced with?
Exactly.
And you play that song. It's like paying homage to them. So that's something we could do.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that'll be fun.
So after that, if we're doing that, if not, then we go straight into
we are.
opening the dance floor. I usually give everyone a pep talk. Like, hey, listen, guys, we didn't come over here to be on our phones or to sit down. We came over here to celebrate love and to have a good time. So, because typically people they'll wait around a little bit and nah, yeah, we're definitely not doing that. That's it. This opening dance floor. This is where I want your list. I want your top music, your top songs, genre, artist, whatever on there.
Okay.
It makes sense to me. Like if you like Drake, okay, I know he's gonna like this. If you like Kanye, I know you're gonna like this.
Right.
Cool. Cake cutting. This is
You need a song for cake cut?
yes.
Wow.
You don't have to.
Okay.
You don't have to, but
It's like background music.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't want no silence during
Right. I
what?
see. I thought you were talking about that. I'm like,
No. But typically we do cake cutting. before we open the dance floor. Okay, so I like to do cake cutting and then toast.
Okay.
Right after. That way, when we do cake and what we're doing toast, the cake is being cut.
Okay.
Right. And while the toast is being done, cake is being cut, and we actually are displaying them or putting them out, so that when we open up the dance floor, there's some people that are like, hey, I want some sweets.
Right.
They can go and get that. Okay. Bouquet toss. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Garter, you want something funky, something sexy. you really want to you want to show out. You know? Display your dance moves on that one. You heard?
Good.
What you've been practicing on is your time to shine on that one. Right? Yeah. Hey, listen, man. We want your best. If y'all don't watch Magic Mike tonight, whatever you want to do. All right. So, last we have a last dance with the guest. Mm-hmm. Now you can do it two ways. You can do a last song with the guest, or a private dance, just you two.
Okay.
While we have everyone out, I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out tonight. We're gonna have a grand send-off for the newlyweds, whether with bubbles or sparklers, whichever exit you have. And while they're waiting outside, you're sharing a private dance. We could do both, or we could just do one. But regardless, I could say, hey, last dance of the night. I'm gonna say that regardless if you want to share that with them, and if you do not want to have the private dance.
Okay.
However you see fit. I think this is beautiful because the private dance, just you two, it's literally you capture the moment. You're just capturing that, the whole essence of the night.
Okay.
And your photographers and videographers are able to capture that too. That's it. At that time, send off. You did it. I have here Friendship Circle. That's something like that's songs that only your homegirl and your boy know, like songs that gonna really get you on the dance floor. Those are the songs that I want here. Okay.
Oh, you gonna have a list.
So that is essentially how the flow of the wedding's supposed to go.
Okay.
Okay. I am your DJ, and I'm also your MC. So any announcements that need to be done, ladies and gentlemen, at this time the newlyweds will now be cutting their cake. I'm allowing all the guests to know exactly what's going on at all times, without them like, okay, well, what are we doing? Also during dinner time, people typically like to go and say hi to the bride and groom. I say, ladies and gentlemen, let's reserve from speaking to them real quick. They're going to eat, get something in their stomachs. After that, they're going to go to each table and say their highs. Okay? And their welcomes.
How do you recommend, like, toasting? Like, what do you recommend us have designated people for that? Because I know how some ceremonies can go and people like to talk.
Yeah.
So, should we designate like certain people to give toast?
No, I'll put like the chicka like. No. Look, you just have best man and maid of honor.
Yeah. Okay.
2 people.
Okay.
If you want to like extend it and do like father or father of the bride or father of the groom, totally fine.
Okay.
But typically, best man, maid of honor. That's it.
Okay.
If you do like some cultures, they do like pass the mic to each table. That's seen that take super long. That do not do that. Do not do that.
That can be super long and can go super.
I've seen that where they pass the mic for 30 minutes and they had 30 minutes of dance time. Listen, you do not. That kills the mood. So yeah, great question. Any other questions?
I know that they said that you were the person of contact if we wanted some little, what do you call the little displays on the floor? The light?
I can think of it.
Emblem?
Monogram. Okay, yeah.
It just came out the sky.
Yeah, so I will speak to you guys. I will send you guys quotes of each, like the monogram, how much that cost. We also have uplights. Uplights are beautiful because they're not disco lights, so the photographer and the videographer, they're not going to be mad at me if you guys are like green and purple because they're flashing in your face. They go against the wall, very vibrant and elegant. So if you have burgundy, or if you have a teal, I can make those lights that color to match your set. And during dance time, I switch them to dance mode, and every time the bass hits, they change colors. So those are up lights. I'll send you quotes on everything. Up lights. We have photo booth, the monogram. The monogram. Your wedding is coming up like soon, so we need to get this. If you guys want that, we need to get it done ASAP, because it gets customized in Canada and then shipped to me. So we need to definitely. I'll send you guys that, and we'll kind of go over prices. Okay.
Sounds good.
Any other thing?
Dancing on the Clouds.
Dancing on the Clouds, another one. It's beautiful. It like brides love it, because they again, the photography on those things are amazing. But they're not. It's not like a fog, right? It's low ice, and the venues, they don't get mad at me, because it isn't like they don't have the fire marshals over here. But I'll send you quotes of that too.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually have a sexy package deal that gives you. It's like a pick three. You can pick either three: monogram, uplights, dancing on the cloud, or photo booth for an additional $700.
Okay.
Typically, if you shop around anywhere, photo booth is already going to cost you $800. Dancing on the cloud, if you shop around, it's like $500. Each uplight, they typically charge $25, and monogram typically goes for $300.
Okay.
So
cool.
Saving a ton. But I'm gonna take care of y'all. So I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging. I'll make sure that I'm with you every step of the way.
Okay.
My job is to make sure that you guys are happy and you guys had a wonderful experience through the entirety of your wedding. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much again for tuning in. I'll see you.